Way to sell your house is through a rent-to-own agreement. Many homeowners don't realize how lucrative it can be by selling your house through a rent-to-own agreement. Uh, Reason why you might want to sell it that way is you want to get your asking price for it. Maybe you want some cash flow over the next couple of years. If you don't need the cash from the sale immediately, the rent-to-own is a very lucrative way to sell your house. Now, how a rent-to-own agreement works, basically, you're going to have a buyer is going to rent your property for a specific period of time, generally 1 to 3 years. And they're going to pay an above average, generally a higher than average market rent for the property. And then within that 1 to 3 year time frame, they will get a conventional loan to purchase the property outright. Now, by agreeing on a sale price today, the homeowner has a target to shoot for, the prospective buyer there, and you know how much you're going to be receiving in the end. You could also, if you wanted to negotiate it, you could say, hey, we'll base the market price on the data at the time of the sale. Some perks for the buyer is they can get into a house with a lower down payment, and they can buy it while they're working on improving their credit score, because they can get in with a poor credit score and then work on building it up so that they can qualify for an FHA loan. And also a big one for them is they can try the house before committing to buy it, because they might find things in the neighborhood or the area or that they might not be able to live with. So now some advantages for the seller: you get your asking price and you already know what it's going to be up front. You have guaranteed income throughout the duration of the lease. So you have a nice passive income coming in. You also get cash up front. And due to your higher than market rate rent, that should cover all your holding costs for the property and even provide some positive cash flow. So it should cover your taxes and any maintenance issues that you have. Now, how do you set one up? Well, there are many standard boilerplate agreements that you can use to cover the basics. Additional terms and any other details should be added to the contract as a layer of protection. You want to make sure you have all your bases covered just in case something goes astray. Big thing, before executing the final agreement, have your lawyer look it over and make sure that all your bases have been covered. Some specifics that you're going to want to include are the amount of rent paid each month, the amount of the option fee that's going to be paid up front, the length of the lease before the sale, any penalties for late payments, penalties for defaulting on the agreement, and a big one is the tenant and landlord responsibilities for repairs, taxes, utilities, and other ownership costs. Might also include contingencies for canceling the sale and the final sale price. There are many other things that you can include in a rent-to-own contract, but the ones that I've mentioned should be at the top of the list. Ask your lawyer, agent, or consultant about anything that you may have overlooked in your agreement. If you need help setting up a lease option, paperwork, marketing, or how the whole process works, give me a call or visit www.wildbillpennell.com and schedule a free 15-minute consultation. Learn more about the selling by a rent-to-own agreement. Call me today at 734-245-9654. I do answer my own phone.